Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with episode 33 of my Aground All Achievements playthrough. And in the previous episode, we came to one of the new planets, the Sanctuary, and on our arrival, we ran into Splicer, who is an automated caretaker for this planet, and he didn't like our being here, and so in response, he transformed us into a wolf or a werewolf. And I am certain, I have to go back and look, I just finished recording the previous video, and then I loaded up the game again to record this next one, and boy, it really looks like the view has changed. I'm all zoomed in now because I don't have a familiar equipped, but boy, I really feel like I had my familiar when I did the previous episode, even after running into Splicer. So maybe I'm imagining it, maybe it happened and he just always takes your familiar off, but man, it's really weird. I just thought I still had it. So anyway, in the previous episode, we got transformed into a werewolf. We lost all of our equipment, but not permanently. It's just in that little chest right there that you can see buried underground next to the ship. So we can still get access to that box, but we can't wear any equipment. We can't, as you can see, put on our familiar. We can't, and we got a lot of enemies up there. Oh, and those velociraptors do some poison damage. So we can't put on armor. We can't carry weapons. We can't have a familiar. Just what we're built in with in terms of the werewolf abilities is what we have right now. And here we also met a little friend. I forget what his name is, but he gave us Ranger. That's right. He gave us a quest to first sharpen our claws. So we did that quest and it improved our damage. Now you can see we've got claws with an increased attack. So then he gave us a second mission to it is physical training. That's to upgrade our werewolf body. So to do that, we need to just defeat a couple of things, raptors and drill beetles. So we'll do that next. And then I think shortly after that, we'll be able to try and take on Splicer. So one thing I wanted to check, if we take, let's take some ice cream. And I want to see, okay, if this is usable in our werewolf form. It is. Okay, good. So we'll keep both of our healing items. Let's get our omelets. Let's get our ice cream. And then we'll put down some of this other stuff. Okay, that's pretty good. So now we have health and stamina items. We can rest on the ship if we want to, but let's go and do the physical training. So we need to find drill beetles, and they're going to be obviously underground, and then the raptors are going to be up top here. And we can block, which is useful. Just kind of like we have a shield, we can block and prevent most of the damage that comes in from these physical attacks. All right, I think that was the last raptor. Yep, 6 out of 5. We even did an extra. Okay, extra credit's always good. All right, so now we'll dig down and see if we can find some of these drill beetles. And I would really appreciate having the owl so I could see a little bit better. There's no way to like light things up down here. So let's just go across here since we can still see. Okay, Ranger is ready for us since we completed that quest. And he wants to send us right in. So good thing we have those items on us. And so let's just be extra cautious. You can see now we've got kind of like a equivalent of the radar since we upgraded our werewolf, cunning werewolf head, detects nearby life sources, reveals spirits, so very cool. And we got a healing werewolf body. So we get 5 health per second healing. So that's good to know. If we can dodge and block well enough, we'll have an endless source of healing. But on top of that, we do have some healing items with us as well. Okay, so let's do a quick save. And then we'll go ahead down and see if we can get this complete. All right, let's give it a shot. So I remember this fight being a bit chaotic because there's 2 guys and there's a big guy and he takes up most of the space. So, but I don't remember the exact intricacies of the fight, if there's any like special patterns or weaknesses. I think this one's just kind of a mess, but let's see how it goes. And it looks like they give us one more chance to bail if we're not ready yet. And there we can see his big old Chimera. Keep it distracted. And I don't think there's a timer. I think we actually have to beat the Chimera. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we'll eat our berries. We'll give ourselves a little bit extra attack rating. And we can block. And you know what, we're just gonna beast mode this guy. That was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. You can block and trade, but then I realized my damage is so much higher and faster than his. We could just blast right through him. And we can see we have some kind of extra stuff we can change back to if we want to remain a werewolf for some reason. But let's instead just become human again. And then, why does he want to talk to us? Will he join us on the ship? And we'll say, yep, come on aboard. All right, great. So now we have another researcher, and I didn't see the achievement pop, but I think we did get it. Yep, okay. So we didn't get the pop-up, at least I didn't see it or hear it, but we can see it did unlock, and that seems to happen a lot with this game sometimes. The achievements unlock without actually giving you the chime on the screen. So this is non-GMO for defeating the Splicer. So as soon as you finish that boss fight and defeat the Chimera, you get non-GMO. So that brings us to 50 out of 56 achievements and 745 total gamer score. And I think the rest of the stuff is all, we have to advance the story now. We have to take the next step. So first thing, let's make sure we go and get our equipment back and do so without getting pummeled out here in this environment. Let's get our suit on. Do I have the suit in here? Or did I pick it up? Oh, there it is. I see it. It's in the chest. So keep things easy and get that on first. And now we'll be much safer from the enemies. Let's get our owl back on so we can see what's going on around us again. Okay, much better. No battery power. Oh, we left all our batteries in the box. Okay. Good thing we can at least walk around. All right, now we can go back to absolutely crushing these animals. And let's see, can we pick everything up? Yes, okay, everything is off the ground. Splicer is still here. There is this jump ship in the chest. We'll leave that. Again, we don't need another jump ship, and just in case somehow we get stranded, that's a way off of this planet. All right, so let's do a little bit of inventory management here. Let's get rid of all of our extra items that we don't need to be carrying. Spirit arrows. We'll keep on our space equipment just in case we run into an alien. we don't need the helm. Meat tree seeds. Drop the carapace. And we still have our book of translation on us. Book of beacons. Don't think I need to be carrying that. Okay, so then we can recharge, we can save, and we can get out of here. And I don't think there's any need to go back to our home planet. Let's just trigger the next step. Yeah, I think we're ready. Let's do it. So, save in case we screw it up. Up into space we go. And what we needed to do is grab this alien locator. This was another research project that we completed much earlier. And we cannot pick up 60 uranium. Let's just take half of it. So we'll take the alien locator and I think that will, yep, trigger a new quest. So let's talk to the professor. And so now this will do two things. So let's collect the rest of the uranium. And it said we can drop this in the ship inventory, so no need to carry it, right? It's gotta wait. Nope, no wait. Okay, we'll just hang on to it then. So the alien locator does two things. If we go out into space to travel, right, we can go up here and we can go to the galaxy map. This question mark, red star, now shows up. But we can also go into each solar system and see this red marker here on Earth. That means there's an alien ship in orbit. So if we're looking for alien ships that we want to either board or fight or take out, this now shows that we don't have to actually travel to the planet. They're marked with that symbol. So yeah, we can see there's going to be one in orbit. There's going to be one on that closer planet. So there are a couple of these that we could go and take on right now. But I don't think we need to at the moment. Let's instead go ahead and trigger the next part of the story by going to this planet. So this is the alien headquarters. And, you know, actually we've already been inside because we used the spirit portal to kind of sneak in through the back door there. But this is the outside, the exterior, the imposing structure and armor of the alien HQ. So it's a massive planet-sized dragon ship. We'll jump. We've got plenty of exotic matter. And we can see there's all kinds of crazy stuff here, right? Lots of big enemies. And if we escape, we get a little bit of a cutscene and an advancement here. And so by getting to this alien HQ system and then bailing out of there, we did unlock another achievement. This was another colony, find the colony world. So that's part of the story. That's going to happen automatically as soon as you first go to the alien headquarters, and then when you try to escape and the Capt AIN shows up and leads you to the new colony world, you will unlock another colony. And now we have access, I think, to the rest of the achievements in the game while we're here at this massive colony ship over this new colony world. So what we're going to do is, I don't think we can ever go right inside the ship. I think you have to, yeah, exit and then fly over. So let's move the ship a little bit out of the way, and then we'll head out, and we can go in here, I believe. And now we're inside the colony ship, and we can see this place has a whole lot going on inside it. They've got a cool factory, and another different factory. And then I think this is storage. Yep. And these are hydroponic bays, so you can plant and harvest crops here. And then inside, I think this is the cafeteria. And we've got some vendors that sell similar stuff to the other planets, right? We've got just resources and really good high-tech resources, high-tech parts, cores, exotic matter, right? All that is available. We've also got order from the cafeteria, right? They've got all kinds of meals here that will give you buffs. And so, 500 coins, pretty hefty. But, if you're heading into a big combat, it might be worth the buff. And yep, we've got seeds and animals and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's there. And then I don't think there's anything else here at the back of the ship, right? This is just an exit. But there are a couple other places we want to go and explore. Here's one. We've got the captain of the ship, and this is another blueprint printer. So like the one we found on Earth under the ruins, there's one here as well. I think this one's like way cheaper, if I'm remembering correctly. Exo Factory Blueprint. And this thing needs polymer paper. It makes polymer paper, but requires fuel to run. And the fuel can be high-tech parts. It can be silicon, silk, or cloth. Okay, so first thing, oh wait, yep, and here's the other part. All right, so another one of these little health and stamina recharges, like their med bay. So let's talk to this person first. And I believe this is the Exo Fighter pilot. All right, and so the Exo Fighter wants the pilot wants a new Exo Fighter to fly. And so we will accept this quest. This is one of our final achievements. So we'll grab that. And then the captain is in here. Yeah, okay, these are just extra doors. So let's have a chat with him. And here you can see one of the reasons we need alien hearts is to complete the research for the pilot, for the virus. And an exotic drill to dig down to the enemy HQ heart, but of course we don't need that because we've got the Amethyst Queen drill that will do the job just the same. All right, he wants 5 hearts and the drill, so we'll accept that. And that's how we make the virus to breach the enemy headquarters, which is another of the achievements that we have left to unlock. And then I think this is going to be, yep, okay, construction of exo equipment. He wants chromium, good, we've been working on it. So 5 chromium, 3 high-tech parts, 3 AI cores, of course we'll take that. And chromium can be found on the planet that we're orbiting, but we can also make it in our research factory. And so I think we have plenty of that for the moment. And then I think he's got like some dialogue options. I'll run through these real quick. Again, feel free to pause if you want to read them. I'm not going to just read the screen here, but I'll let each of them play and then we'll go and do the next stuff. But one of the things that's important here is talking about exo equipment. We do need, again, for one of the final achievements, a full set of exotic matter equipment. So that is important. And so that's definitely something we're going to be building. And I think there's the exo mech that he's talking about here, which I'm not sure if that's part of the equipment or that's a second thing. I think it's a second separate thing, but we want that, or I'll be using that to fight the final boss. So all of this is important stuff. But yes, it does look like we need to build the exo factory. They don't have one ready here for us. Okay, so we are going to hold off on the virus for the moment, but we will help get the exo factory up and running. So 5, 3, and 3. Oh, excellent. Okay, so we don't have to build the exo factory because this one can now do it. So let's see, we've got Exomech, Exofighter. I don't think that's right though. Maybe we have to go research them. Let's go check. He did say there's new research options available. So let's head in. Where did our professor go? Oh, he moved over there. Okay, let's check this first. Yep, okay, here we go. This is the exotic equipment. So we have to research each part. Sword, gun, armor, backpack, and the stealth helm. I don't know if that's part of the achievement or not. Obviously, we'll do it. Okay, so let's start with the sword. Oh, and it's crafting it. Oh, we don't even have to research it. Okay, great. Let's cancel our uranium projects. Let's cancel our chromium projects. We'll do the sword, we'll do the gun, we'll do the armor, and we'll do the pack. And let's see if that pops the achievement, and then we can do the last piece. All right, that's going pretty fast. Okay, I think the professor, does he have anything to say? He's good, and then we can talk to the Miros. And they want to make some new cyborg upgrades. And I think this is completely unnecessary. There's no achievement tied to any of this, but we'll go ahead and let them complete the quest just so we can see what they've got. And maybe it needs to be a surgical bay. Operate the factory. That's not what we're looking for. Okay, well, if you go into the surgical bay, there's now new options for cyborg enhancements, but the same problem persists. If you build these onto yourself and then you replace any of them, the parts get destroyed. So not really something that's worth doing unless you're gonna fully commit to it. All right, exotic. Okay, so we are researching the recipe, which is weird because it asked me how many I wanted to research, which I didn't think meant we would get the actual part, or which I did think meant we would get the actual part, because how would I research the ability to make it twice? But I guess it just wouldn't have let me do that. Okay, so let's go and take a look at the recipe. This should be in the exotic bay now. Yep, and there we can see the sword takes chromium, titanium, and high-tech parts. 5, 5, and 2. Yeah, okay, so we definitely don't have enough chromium. So while this is researching, let's head down to the planet and we will work on, let's go ahead and research that. Okay, but before we go, we should introduce one more thing. Probably the most difficult, definitely the most legwork for any achievement in the game. And it is in here as well through one of these doors. So resting crew quarters, that just lets you save. But this door here is, I believe, do they call it the library? Museum, right, not library, museum. So our, crown jewel achievement for the game, besides defeating the final boss, is to fill this museum. And as you can see, it takes quite a bit. This is the reason we've been hoarding things like animals and alien hearts and all of that from the beginning, because each one of these little tubes requires resources, and it requires a ton, right? You can see 100 sugar, 100 cotton, 100 rice, right? These are agricultural based ones. Here's animals. We need 25 rats. We need 25 pigs. We need 25 chickens, right? So those are all here. Then we've got, these are drops from combat animals. So the fire tusk, dragon blood, the silk from the spiders, fins. I think these over here are the big, 25 alien hearts. Ice hearts, pearls are here, right? Carapace, we talked about carapace. And I think these are the pearls, right? 25 pearls. So those are all there. And then in here we've got mining. This is sulfur and uranium and diamonds, right? All those things. And then down here we've got kind of the spirit items, focus gems and altar gems and magna gems. Whoa, 50 magna gems. That's pretty intense. And spirit gems, magna gems we already talked about. Oh, this is evolution gem down here, right? Yeah, 15 evolution gems. So that is going to be what we have to do in terms of the real legwork. That's why we got all these systems set up. That's why we got the farm set up. That's why we got the resource collection, the coral pens. All that was set up in anticipation of this achievement and completing this museum. So that will be probably a whole episode dedicated to just doing that, because it is a ton of back and forth and figuring out where all the resources come from. So we will get to that shortly, even though we're not quite ready for it yet. Okay, we need a ton of chromium and titanium. So let's head down to the planet here and we'll start to explore. We'll start to gather some resources and see how easy it is to grab this stuff. And I don't think there's any enemies down here. And I do think we have oxygen, right? They said they terraformed the planet. Yeah, okay. So we have oxygen. So let's just dig down and see what we can see. There are enemies here. I think these are carapace enemies. Now we can see the problem again is the windup of this automated suit. It's really cool. It's really good at a lot of things, but it is not good at quick combat, and it's able to be interrupted by a lot of enemy attacks. So did I bring space armor? Yes. And we don't want to be feeding our drill. So the first thing we'll do is make the exotic drill so that we can drill down here. And that white one is the chromium, the like dense white. And we did need some titanium too, right? Now, if we switch, I still don't think we can go through this, can we? Yeah, we cannot go through that. Okay. All right, let's head back up to, was that was a thing, look at that. Is that damaging me? I'm not damaging them, am I? They are taking damage. By hitting them? By ramming them? That's interesting. Well, I'm guessing they'll drop Carapace. 130. I don't remember seeing those guys. Let me hop out here real quick. Let's see. I'm guessing we don't want to mess with these guys. Okay, yeah, a lot of work for only a Carapace. Probably not worth it, but wanted to check it out since I hadn't seen that guy before. Okay, and so the two priorities, high-tech parts. The two priorities are going to be the drill and the backpack so that we can carry more weight. It also recharges power. So we need 2 for high-tech parts. All right. All right, and now we should be able to build right from there. Okay, great. So the pack, it takes a power core. Power core is 2 parts plus exotic matter. Fine, let's grab one of those. All right, we'll make the pack. We'll make the drill. We'll make the armor. We'll make the gun. Let's make the sword first. Now we'll make the gun, and this might trigger it. I think we need to make this. Nope, that's it. We don't even need to make the stealth helm. Once again, we saw the achievement pop for the game, so I'm guessing the achievement also popped. There we go. Magic of Science. Obtain a full set of exotic matter equipment. So I think that is a perfect place to stop. What does the stealth helmet need? 1 high-tech part, 1 exotic matter. And I don't love the stealth helm, so maybe we don't even worry about it. But now we can put on exotic matter. We'll keep the space helm, exotic pack, the drill, and the gun can go in our offhand. That's cool. So now we can wield short range and long range at the same time. But we need fuel. Yeah, that's right. The whole thing takes fuel and it's exotic matter, which is why we've been building up our stores of exotic matter on this ship. So one thing we need to watch, I don't know if I can fly without fuel. Oh, but wait, doesn't it give me fuel per second? No, it gives stamina per second. This gives power. Right, so the exotic pack gives power, but that's not fuel. We need actual fuel to use the exotic equipment. So the pack should still work. No, yeah, won't even let me go outside. Okay. So we will switch back out. We'll put on our automated suit and let's head back and save in the ship. So we made the exotic equipment. We'll get that up and running in the next episode. And then we'll also finish off our couple of other little quests. We'll build the Exo Fighter, and then we'll start to get the final collection done for the museum. And then after that, we will prepare and launch the virus. So that's coming up in the next episode. We're getting really close. It might just be 2 more episodes, I think, and then we'll have the game completely wrapped up. We'll see how it goes. But we're almost there. So hopefully you're enjoying the journey. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.